The island of Boracay in central Philippines is home to the Aitas tribe whose ancestors were believed to have arrived through a land bridge from Borneo thousands of years ago, and were thus the first inhabitants of the country. Most of the Aitas can be found in Aklan, Capiz, Antique, Iloilo, and Negros. They are part of the Negrito group and genetically related to other Negritos such as Mamanwa of Mindanao, Aita of Luzon, and Batak of Palawan. Nowadays, most of the tribes living in the Panay Island had adopted Kinaray-a, which is a language spoken in Antique and some parts of Iloilo. Some Aitas are fluent in Cebuano or other Visayan languages. The large annual influx of visitors to the island of Boracay has forced many members of the tribe away from their home. Many natives have been stripped of their ancestral lands by the major land developers in the area because of the high demand for land for residential and commercial purposes. Boracay is widely known as one of the best beaches in the world, as it consists of turquoise clear water and fine white sand. Tourism have brought development and modernization of community and infrastructure on this island that result to tourist influx on the island wherein more business establishments such as bars and hotels are being built, which later on caused environmental degradation and disturbances on the culture of the natives that inhabited the island, which are the Aitas people.
As tourism helped the Boracay Island to be known widely in the world, it contributed some negative impacts on the Aitas living in the island of Boracay, wherein most of the Aitai people have similar straight hair to the non-indigenous Filipinos. Due to interracial marriages and discrimination of other people and adopting new trends, they also started to occupy private island than living in the forest. They refused to move as they enjoyed the conveniences of the city, as others wanted to stay near the city and town plazas. Due to employment that are available because of tourism, and others sell smallest amount of product they have produced, they are tolerating themselves very hard to adapt and divert their culture and traditions as a way of fitting into modern society, wherein Aita's honorary representative said, "We are no longer hunter-gatherers," she said. Many Aitas girls have fewer curls in their hair as they are getting their straightened hair, wherein people can no longer recognize them indigenous Aitas.
As tourism dominated the mountains of Western Visayas, Aitas eventually saw their indigenousness as a disadvantage, for they now face racism, inequality, and injustice, wherein Aitas from this region were resettled in areas that lacked proper resources such as clean water, facility, road, and sanitation. For them, being an Aita means people will view and treat you as a beggar, as Aitas refuse to go back in the mountains due to the destruction of natural resources brought about by tourism. Their culture began to change as they moved in the city. Aitas now relied on modern medicines that are obtained from hospitals instead of using traditional herbal medicines and spiritual ceremonies. Aitas culture and traditions slowly died due to lack of practice. In the previous years, Aitas used to greet people with their ceremonial dances while wearing traditional clothes, in which the Aitas wore the tapis. The men wore it as a loincloth and women used it as a wrap around. The authenticity of the traditional dances seen on display in their communities, though this changed quickly. It is time to preserve the culture and traditions of the Aitas, since its slow deterioration due to factors such as the rise of tourism in the Western Visayas region.